All right, Cyneric, you ready?
Oh boy. Yep, I'm ready.
All right. I'll spawn my notepad to track our combat. Sorry. Justikar Helsing holds up his right hand. This silver duel now commence. Venter, Reyna versus Cyneric and um uh, Reyna and Raynor. So Cyneric and Raynor versus Venter and Reyna. The battle will take place in 15 turns. The victor will be decided based on the total amount of remaining HP. If HP still can't be the deciding factor, then a single champion from both sides will be taken place for a special 5-round fight, where silver magic will be used to its limit. Like you are only limited to one casting of silver magic during it. Reminder to this competition: your silver magic is going to be in the forms of, of offensive, defensive, or recovery.
And healing. Yeah.
Yep. You can still perform regular actions like attacks and such. We are looking to see your mastery over the silver weapons and equipment. Casting at higher strengths mean that you have a better chance in breaking or of resisting your incoming enemy's attacks. If you cast it at a lower level, then you have a greater chance of being your attack failing or your defense breaking, or your recovery not giving you enough HP. I I want to let everyone know not to hold back. All of you are prospects are promising students, and only the best can become Justicar. Take this battle as serious as if you would a life or death situation.
So,
Ready to go?
am I only allowed to use silver magic?
No, you can take all actions as you need. The Justicar doesn't know you're an anima user, so you can decide if you want to use your anima powers or not. You do not have to, but remember, you're not fighting anima users. Venter shakes his cracks his neck left and right as you can see his eyes glimmer with determination. I've got you right where I want you, Cyneric. Come on, Reyna, we can do this together. You seem really invested in this. Reyna speaks up. It's my chance to show off. It's my chance to finally show that I can beat Gunvald.
I
Okay,
legit have no idea why you're so fixated on me, but I think I'm going to snap that out of you.
that's what I'm talking about. Raynor claps your shoulder. Let's give them hell, Cyneric.
Right.
All right, and her Reyna. All right, so roll for your speed and dexterity.
Okay. Let me just bring him up.
Bum, 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 bum. I'm listening to the music. Lance, are you really feeling it? You have access to your character sheet for Cyneric, right?
I'm sorry, one more time?
You have access to your character
Yeah,
sheet for Cyneric. Yeah, okay,
yes, I do.
great. So just give us that check when you're ready and let me know. I'm just
Alright.
going to MacGuffin Lance into the room.
Rolling my,
Ooh.
oh boy. Let's see. And then my speed. It,
Speed will be on your anima stats.
oh no, just make sure I have the correct stats.
Yep, yep. Ouch. Well,
Mm-hmm.
not the strong start here, but it is a start for Cyneric as Raynor will roll next. Oh, can I roll it here? Uh, Raynor has. Oof. Okay, Venter's up next. And Reyna is last. Okay, Venter and Reyna will go first. Then your team comes in next. You can still use reactions as you wish. So you're not
Okay.
immediately like SOL out of reactions and such. Every combatant in this combat will have two decisions and a movement, but movement's unnecessary. You guys are stuck in a JRPG style. So each of you have a two decisions, and with silver magic, you can go ahead and spend one for so. I'll show off for with Venter, for example. Venter is going to spend one decision casting. He is a. Let me just make sure I got my character sheet for what he is.
Oh, hey.
Sorry, what happened?
No, like Lance is like, huh? Wish I had some popcorn for this.
Lance, you feel that your presence here is like temporal. Your heart's beating hard in your chest. You did not take the heart medicine.
Oh, Lance speaks like speaks out the star. Cyneric, why didn't you give me my heart medicine? Cyneric, the android. Starts slowly vanishing. Cyneric.
It's okay. I'm sure it's a telling anime user out there somewhere.
I'm sure he's talking about another anime you saw.
I'm sure he's talking about another anime. Shut up. Sorry, I'm looking over skills and proficiencies. I swear I adjusted the skills and proficiencies at a different tab or something. I think it's archive.
You probably put it on archive, dude. You know, this makes canonic sense if Lance is technically asleep right now, but he's only healed because of Michael. Like, you know. So why am I watching this again, Michael?
Yeah, I'm gonna change it then right now. So, ideally, what I wanted to do was to change it to a 1d6 across all the entire board.
Need that luck.
And I'll keep that a plus 10
No
to
fucking
indicate.
way. Wow! Holy shit, this artist walks really fucking fast! Holy shit!
Yeah, you guys see, go to general.
Yeah, no, look, Trinity just posted a new one.
Are you good with it? They need your approval.
Oh, actually,
Well, Trinity needs the approval.
Yeah.
Like, you can just, I guess you can private message Trinity for what you, more stuff.
yeah. Hold on one moment.
Oh, yeah. They were just getting it ready for the session.
But hey, holy shit, that's really fucking fast.
You had the line work already, so okay, so you're a journeyman in silver magic.
Bro, you know, I do forget that technically we already have given all the stuff they would need to create the characters. That slips my mind at times. Can you feel that?
Okay.
Okay. Sent it to Trinity.
And they seem open-minded about what they're looking for advice and whatnot. Sorry, I'm just doing the final touches on everything, and I did, I have actively changed the entry for skills to reflect what I wanted to do the change to. So now it reads correctly. All skills are based on a 1d6 system. So as you get higher in the mastery, you just get an additional 1d6. Each of your skills can gain sub skills within them. So line you're with Lance, you've seen it the most effective. Initiate, apprentice, or journeyman skills can gain sub skills to them to enhance the effect of the main ability or give a sub ability to it. Uh, the
Yeah,
current the
I
current cap is a master since there's a special requirement to that. And once you get enough experience to get to expert, there's is still a requirement to get into expert learn for silver magic because you are currently a journeyman. Okay,
One more time, please.
no worries. I revamped the skills and proficiencies. It's a 1d6 across everything, so it adds up cumulatively. You are a
Mm-hmm.
journeyman going to have enough experience to go into expert. Though you still need to go you still need to finalize a final like level up to gain into expert proper. You'll need to do
Okay.
like a what's it called? A trial. This is part of it. I think you'll just need to finalize it with the Justicar.
Okay.
All right. So you ready for combat? I have everything ready on my end. So thank you for your patience. You ready?
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Well, any questions you have? Anything you need clarifying before we begin?
I don't think so, cause assuming once I get the 3 EXP to level up my super mastery, then we'll figure again these six add to my skill uses, right?
Sorry?
once he gets a mastery point up, he's gonna get another D6 to his skill, right?
Yeah, yeah. You'll get that, and then before you get any bonuses or skills, you'll need to beat the just not beat the Justicar, but you'll need to fight the Justicar. Winning or losing doesn't matter. It's just the fight matters to unlock the final skill within not the final skill, but to unlock the skill in Master. So expert. So you'll get the 5d6, but you won't get the skill benefit until you pass the final that test. And the same thing from expert to master. It's the same requirement.
Wait. What was he in the skill tree for Silver? I thought he was lower than.
Journeyman. He's leveled up since what's it called? The last time he's been in Spiral City. Before leaving, he was an apprentice, and he gained enough experience to become journeyman. That was through the accumulation of like the Emerald Isles. I don't know if I rewarded you silver experience there though. I know something
You
gave you
didn't. You
then it
actually
was
I never got anything for silver there.
so it was just
Oh,
plus arms that
you,
gave you the
you
experience then, right?
When I asked you if I get any experience during the Emerald Isle stuff, you said because of how everything's enhanced there, you don't really get EXP for it.
Yeah, I remember saying that. So you had to begin you left as an apprentice. So you come back as an apprentice. So how are you a journeyman now?
I remember the first level of training with Sun. That's how I got my level up there. I was working towards on them more, but because I lost during the Anima Symphony tournament, I was just like at 3 points away this whole time for my next level up.
Okay, so then we have to adjust you. You are an apprentice going into journeyman, not journeyman into expert. That makes way more sense.
I guess. I
Because
guess
the
so.
thing is,
Yeah.
because the thing is, everyone's current cap with their skills. There's only one character who isn't this way, and that's special to Nico's backstory. Everyone right now is at journeyman level experience. So you started the latest with silver magic. And catching up to everyone who's already kind of nearing their journeyman to expert levels makes sense to me. Instead of being a journeyman ahead of everyone's curve and about to hit expert, that doesn't make sense to me. So you're an apprentice going to journeyman.
All right
Unless
then.
I am mistaking that you gained experience from plus arms, which I'll double
Hold
check the
on.
rewards page.
I mean, like, the only way I think like you got any other experience from Civil Magic is the time when you at the island you built
No,
Lance a new haunt.
but no. It was being that the prismatic forces were there on vacation too. It enhanced the silver energy in the air, so there wasn't any gain, unless
Oh wait,
the crab has anything to say too. Go ahead.
I remember like when we were on to Aventura Island, when we were away from the islands. Would you get any XP for that? Because you created that big old stronghold to protect the ship in. You remember?
Yeah, I remember. Um, I'm not a big fan of posthumous experience game because then I'll have to think of everyone else's skills that they would deserve the same level up experience. So I'll keep it in
Okay.
mind if I want to award those kind of accolades with experience in the future. I'll keep that in mind.
All I know is that I did level it up once because of that I can use silver champion form without losing AP.
That I remember for sure. I'm not denying that part. I'm just I'm I'm not sure if we made the transition specifically to Journeyman, and if we did, I don't remember where, and that's my issue.
Yeah, then we used to level up and then didn't do anything to formalize it. Yeah.
Yeah, so either it was a reward for using it on the beach or something like that, but I was very apprehensive about rewarding skills during the Emerald Isles, unless you guys gained new skills.
Now the only one who can relate skill anything skill related is definitely Eevee when he he built a lot of
No,
his skill.
and you too, because you gave up your fighting style.
Oh yeah, no, I had to so we can get our hands on access to the island. Remember?
It was worth it.
Oh no, no! Don't get me wrong. It was totally worth it. I just don't know how to explain to like these guys. Like, hey, I'm not actually
Grandmaster.
proficient in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Grandmaster.
no longer good with the fighting style. I can't go into detail why. But hey, you know what? It freed up my slot so I can get my actual fighting style, the McKinley weapon style, which
It
I'm gonna need to work on.
freed up my actual slot. I'm crying.
Okay,
Anyway,
like look at it.
what?
Never mind. Anyway, let's. This is not my time. This is Cyrick's time, and Lance is just like he just looked at Cyrick. I'm a.
Yeah,
I may.
even in the notes, Lou, it reads apprentice too. So I think we are exactly where we are.
Okay.
You're an apprentice growing into it. So,
I can read your thoughts too, boy. Meow 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 meow.
all right. So Venter goes first. Cyrus, you may not think much of what happened between us, but that's because it was just another day to you. For me, it knocked my world apart. Someone like you to be better than me at silver magic. I
Man, he.
cannot tolerate it. My
This guy would really hate me.
with the Venter, he pulls like he holds his right hand into a fist, puts his left hand over it, and uses silver energy to produce a silver sword. And then he goes to spend his other decision to attack Cyneric with his silver blade. How about you?
He's thinking like, say the line, Loon.
You have a reaction. Is there anything you want to do?
You know, I'll use it. I want form silver side to get to make him miss.
Oh, I was hoping you say I spent 2 AP to make it.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not gonna cheat.
Man,
So what do you want to do? A shield?
Okay, you know how Raph uses his size and how the 3-prong blade and the sword for defense?
Oh, right. Oh, okay, okay. The TMT. Okay, yeah. You pull up. You create a silver sai, and you hold it up to keep yourself in defense. How
Yeah.
much AP are you spending to create this weapon construct? Because you are an apprentice, so you can cast it at an apprentice level, which will be we have 3 silver. You can cast it at. Sorry, let me make sure I get it right. An initiate level for 2 silver AP, or a novice at 1 AP.
I'll go for 2.
Okay, so you're casting it at an initiate level. You summon your size, and you keep the blades up as the incoming attack attacks you. You gain a +5 to your AC, which is your initiative. You don't move faster. You gain you're harder to hit. So you go from a 7 to a 12. So now
Okay.
Venter is going to attack, and he's looking to beat your 12. He's going to roll um, he's going to roll dexterity plus the weapon construct and the level that he created it at. First is his dexterity. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. And then he's going to roll for the level he casted it at.
So that's a 8. No,
Yep,
9, right?
9.
9. So Venter pulls down the silver blade and catches into your side, and you're both caught in a like a struggle. So on the start of your turn, you can either keep the struggle going by holding a decision and keeping him in place. It also would keep you in place, or you can make a strength check to push him down and out the way. But right now, you're both considered locked until you decide to break it or do something different.
Oh, I see. Because he failed, he didn't break it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, he didn't hit you, and now you're both locked into place because of the nature of the psi that you're using. It's like keeping him at locked with you.
Okay.
All right, Reina goes next. He shrugs her head.
It's a broken lesson, Cyneric.
No, you youths. You guys have so much energy in you. He spends her decision and uses an apprentice level silver magic. And uses it as a recovery ability. She uses it to pull back and pull Venter out of the clash. She needs to beat your 12. She does
Wow,
with a
barely did
13.
it.
So she pulls
Hey.
Venter into a safer position. If he would have stayed there, you would have had a more advantageous time to hurt and deal damage to Venter before he returned back into formation. But now he is in a safer position. There we go. So hold on, let me track everybody correctly.
Oh, it lowers the willpower, not increases it. Gotcha.
Raynor taking the opportunity, he uses a reaction to fire a silver bolt into Venter. You left yourself wide open, kid. And he leans his right hand forward as if pulling back on an arrow. Uh, Ukiya style, I think his name is in Bleach. The guy with the glasses. Just pulls back a
Uryu.
silver. Uryu, think he pulls back a silver arrow like Uryu with a silver bolt string and goes, "I got you where I want you." And he fires at Venter. When he fires, typically he would go for a disadvantage because it's an attack on a reaction. He is going to cast at a journeyman level attack. He won't gain more damage, but he'll drop the disadvantage on the attack. So he's going to roll as if he's an apprentice level spell, but he's dropping the disadvantage because he's casting at a journeyman level. Venter rolled an 11 for his
Ooh,
initiative. So,
that one.
uh, A celestial moment does still happen. They're literally right there for a silver moment. So um, 1,000 yard stare happens, and an extra 1d6 dice is given to buff the roll. Oh!
Wow.
Even divine intervention couldn't help that silver bolt from landing, as Venter still manages to sidestep the incredible display of energy being produced.
Good fucking Christ.
Hey, Michael, why did you help that kid out? He was literally like, he had the 1,000 yard sword and everything.
So Raynor pulled him back, Venter back, and then Reyna pulled him Venter back, and then Raynor fired a silver bolt into Venter, missing. Reyna returns back with her last decision, and she spends her last decision to focus, regenning her energy pool.
So she regains AP.
It's similar to Anima Power, but it's not Anima Power per se. It's for the humans. It's because I described Anima Power still being like life force, so it's still life force that they're tapping into. It's not Anima energy though. It's just life force for them. So they cast these spells using their life energy.
My final Hamon! Well,
Essentially,
this is where they look. Yeah, basically think of it like that, Loon. They're using Hamon while you have access to Stan and Hamon.
I see.
it is Cymeric's turn with Raynor ending.
You got this, big guy. Come on.
Alright. And use my throwing skill. So I'm going to form a tomahawk and launch it at Venter.
Sure. So you start with your
Beautiful.
first decision. So we first have to walk through your decisions. So you have two decisions your turn. You want to throw a tomahawk. Perfect. It worked. The first decision will be using creating silver tomahawk. What? How much AP are you spending to create the tomahawk?
I'll do once more.
2? Okay, so you casting. So work with me. You're gonna cast a silver initiate silver spell to create
Mm-hmm.
the tomahawk, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna use your throw skill to throw it.
Yeah.
And you're just a
And remind
novice. Hmm.
about that. So about plus arms, our price was take a level up one skill. I chose to level my throwing skill, so that's level 2 now.
That's
Did I have that in the reward section?
yeah. I'm looking at the reward section right now. We have money. We all got the Relic ticket, and we have the drop of anonymity.
I definitely tried my best to keep all the notes for what I gave you guys there. I know I want to give you all money. Maybe it did. I remember you mentioning it to me, and maybe it did get lost in translation. So I am going to posthumously grant you initiate in throwing. You won't get a training experience for throwing in this fight. Okay?
Okay, that's fine.
You also won't currently have a bonus skill with it until after this fight too. I need time to think about it.
Yeah, that's okay. What happened to your laptop kind of drew a wrench to everything, didn't it?
More or less. I use the rewards page pretty well, so I don't think if I would have rewarded you the skill, I would have had it there. At the same time, I do remember you and I specifically stating to each other about the throwing skill getting leveled up, and I do remember it. So I don't want to
You
doubt
you,
you. I want to
you
give it
remember
to
that
you.
when I
Hmm?
you remember when I broke that mysterious box object and I got a pork from it?
Box object. Let me see if there's anything in the
Yeah,
character sheet. Where was it again?
in porks. Something about it was like I punched something like
Oh,
incredibly
empty
hard.
boxes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Empty boxes. Yeah, yeah. Let me go. Let me see if I can't open up
I,
Tabletop
s-
Simulator, but it's
yeah,
highly doubtful that's gonna work right.
yeah. It's just like since we're on the topic,
Yeah, no. I'm gonna see if I can't load it and see if I can't see the assets for it.
yeah,
Just
it's time we're looking in the crowd and he sees like Lance giving him a thumbs up. Like, come on, you can do this, pal.
okay, so for
You know
right
what?
now, you're going to be an initiate, but without any abilities.
You know what really sucks? You know what would really hit the spot right now, Michael? A hot dog. Lance, this is the sanctuary of civil. There wouldn't be a hot dog bundle. Get your hot dogs here. Hot dogs. Woohoo!
You
What are
sure
you?
you
Are
want
you
them
pulling?
after Mr. Hall?
So
Michael
you're
just
going
looked over.
you're going to go ahead and roll your strength plus 2d6 for your throw skill.
Let's roll that 12.
Mm.
I wish I liked alcohol because I need some wine tonight.
You summon the silver tomahawk and you chuck it at the air at a target because it doesn't hit anything. If there was a stray pygmy, it'd probably hit that. What? Would be the loud noise the pygmy unfortunately makes. Raynor sees the attack fly in the air, miss, and he goes, "Okay, you're gonna really push me my limit there, kid, aren't you?"
Come on, shake it off,
Raynor
Simon. Come on.
Raynor
Lance claps.
spends.
Lance.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say like Lance is clapping. Come on, Simon, just shake it off. Shake it off.
So Raynor spends his turn. Uh, spends two decisions on this. The first decision is to cast an incantation. He spends it at an apprentice level silver magic. Overwhelms you in the field as he creates a large pool of silver energy around him. It's like ripples of large oceans of water as he creates silver waves and it flashes and floods around the flooring of the area. Cyneric, you ready?
Okay, let's see what happens.
Well, the next I'm able to I'm able to enhance objects with my silver power. That's my focus
Oh,
as my training.
hold on. Oops, hold on. I broke something on my end.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. So you said something. Repeat it one more time.
No worries. My silver focus is enhancement. So, I'm gonna channel all of my energy, all the silver energy I just compiled, right into you, and using you as the focal point. My enhancement, my to enhance you. 'Cause he's an enchanter.
All right.
Careful, this might sting a bit.
Take this, Simon. My final silver hurrah.
And he spends his other decision and casts another apprentice spell to bind and push silver buffs into Cyneric. Cyneric, make a strength defense check for me.
All right. Oh, okay. So to the okay.
Pretty interrupted. Hey, we love those. We love those 12s.
You, give me the best impression of Cyneric getting punched in the gut. And it's hard for Cyneric to breathe afterward. Well, Cyneric, you feel the silver hit you like a freight train. The force of the energy is unrelenting as it pours into every aspect of your entire vessel body of human form. It takes up every inch, every vessel, every bloodstream, everything it could, and you turn into your forced awakened state. You're given
Torso.
this. Well, no, it's the same as your silver awakened state. Like you're forced into it, silver champion form.
Okay.
You're forced into it, and it lasts for as long as your ally over here can maintain it. You gain 2 turns per turn. One that starts at a regular initiative and one that begins after everyone else has ended.
Okay, so like a war medic from Etrian Odyssey. Okay.
You now gain another the turn, so now your turn begins again. Now you have the benefits
You may want
of
to protect that guy.
Oh, don't. I got. I understand.
Hey, since you're in this forced awakened state, you got infinite AP, man. Go nuts.
Yeah.
It's like,
Hmm.
You get you
like,
get temporary
oh,
40 HP, and he has limited AP usage that does not have a turn cooldown until his ally stops. He gets an additional level of effect where you gain an additional turn. That's because he's going to sacrifice his turn to keep pumping you with power.
Okay. So I get 2 more decisions now, right?
Yep, 2 more decisions.
If I were to give up 1 decision now, can I get my reaction back? Wait, no. It's a new turn afterwards, wouldn't it?
Yes, we're coming up to a new turn, but you can hold a decision to gain a reaction, and I will allow you to carry that over to the next turn, because you
Oh,
would be able to do the same to hold a decision for another decision next turn.
all right. First off, I'm going to form an even bigger axe at 2 AP, and then
Your
I'm going to
max
hold that
your
decision.
max your max casting is 3 AP.
And since I'm in this form, isn't my AP unlimited?
Yes.
All right, then I'll put it at 3 AP.
You'd summon a massive war axe that holds into your right hand still as a tomahawk perfect. Weighted perfectly in silver energy, it burns with anticipation. And you hold your other decision for another reaction?
Yeah.
Okay. The audience around burst into a as you know, you take onto your silver champion form. Rainer, no, not Rainer, Venter and Venter goes, yeah, I could do that too. Rainer looks over. Oh, you can assume a silver form, powered form? If I need to, yeah, I think. But I could beat him. I have something I can beat you. None of your tricks are gonna work on me. Rainer shrugs. Oh, it's unfortunate. I'm a healing focus. Well, I'll be able to weather the storm for you, Venter. Hmm. Well, you won't need to weather it for long. There's a glint in his eyes. Lance, as you're there, you get a auspicious feeling. Roll for initiative for the second round, Cyneric. Your speed and
Okay.
your dexterity.
See, my dex so 10. And then my speed.
Oh, a 9. You move it on up. First is Raynor.
ah!
He rolled a 6. Next up is Venter. Ooh, Venter rolled a 2.
Ooh.
And Reyna. And Reyna rolled a 9. Okay, that means Cyneric and Reyna are going at the same time.
Excuse me.
Alright, Cyneric, your first decision?
Hmm. I'm gonna toss the stronger axe at Venter.
Okay.
Like,
And
what I imagine, right, is that from the tattoo, it links up to like Cynic's shoulder. So he reaches towards the tattoo, and you see like a massive wall just eject out of his shoulder, grabs it, Silver, smoke, and throws it. Yeah, I'm putting
uh,
some good world on this motherfucker.
no worries.
Yes,
Uh,
you can't,
because
can't stop
Reina
me. My
rolled
robot
a
weapons.
9 and you both have the same initiative of a 9, Reina sees your incoming attack. Is going to directly be able to interact with your incoming attack with a decision instead of a reaction because you're both going at the same time. And Venter has its own reaction. Reina sees your incoming tomahawk. Uh, Let me see from her skill lists. Oh. Reina's going to spend a decision into directly fire a silver bolt uh, initiate level at Raynor, who is exposed.
Can I use my reaction to make a shield for Raynor?
Silver magic? Or,
Silver, yeah.
Alright, go ahead and, because you're rushing your attempt to create a silver construct,
I'll be right back.
uh, go ahead and, what level cast are you casting at?
Same. 3.
Okay, so roll your intelligence and then your spell casting. And you're
Okay.
going to try to beat a, what's it called? Reyna's incoming attack. So let me roll Reyna's incoming. So keep it in mind you're rolling your intelligence and such. Reyna is attacking with her intelligence. And she needs to roll that as its advantage, right? I forgot. Because it is a... Ooh, she still rolled a 9, nice. And then she is going to cast that at an initiate level. So that's 1, and she has to roll that again for disadvantage. Okay, so 5 plus 9 is 14. You need to beat a 14. Because
All
her
right.
incoming attack will try to negate your shielding. Ah, there you go. There's a 15. Well, a 20. Because your intelligence plus your spell casting. So a silver wall comes up as a reaction.
I don't think so.
You have to roll a disadvantage. I forgot. So roll
Oh,
the things one more time. 6, so still 5 and 14, so still 19. You still pass. So she still fails. Just making sure all fails better. So yeah, no. She shoots a energy bolt. Make sure you reduce your AP. No, actually, you don't have AP to worry about in this form. I have to make sure I reduce her AP based on the initiate spell she just cast. Venter is going to spend his reaction. Oh, right, she didn't have to roll a disadvantage. Shit. Because she's, spending a decision to attack. The regular one, so it's 11 plus 6. 17. Still, she still would have failed because you rolled a 19. 17 versus 19. God damn, Cyneric, you tooth and nail this fight. So, he still fails, Reyna still fails. Venter spends his reaction now in order to cast a level 3 spell, so an apprentice level spell, to cast a shield to keep him safe from your incoming tomahawk. He rolls an intelligence check. Oof!
oof.
And he rolls, well, he would roll a disadvantage, but that's the lowest you can possibly get. And now he rolls 3d6. That's pretty low, so I'm gonna roll it one more time in case he might get lower than that. That's pretty fucking low. Okay, no, he rolled pretty low. God, 6. No, he takes a direct tomahawk to the face. Roll a 3d10 for damage.
3d10 got it.
Celestial moment. God damn it. Gotta pause the music. Be happy you rolled a celestial moment. Okay, so you deal damage in the celestial moment. That's the triggering factor here. So I'll calculate the damage. Give me 1 second. Everyone's wearing silver robes, allowing them to resist silver damage to a certain pedigree, acting like a natural defense stat. But you still hit him really hard. Venter, that is. You, Cyneric, get a celestial moment. Now,
Oh
Cyneric,
boy.
you haven't dedicated yourself to to any of the prismatics, just to silver training it as a whole. So you have a choice here at this such holy junction of silver. You can dedicate yourself to the prismatic energy. There's also the yellow colors that are interested in Cyneric. There's also green that's interested in Cyneric. So imagine, if you will, you're standing in this once filled silver chapel, now completely empty. There's only a silver orb flying around Cyneric, trying to get his attention. Other colored orbs begin to color float into Cyrec's view, and each of them have their own text boxes reading Cyric M. Gunvald of
Gilberg.
yeah, think of Julberg. You have been found wanted of the silver, silver, uh, the prismatic energies of silver. You've been found wanted of prismatic energies of yellow. You've been found wanted of prismatic energies of green. You can also not take any of the offers. In taking any of them, you have a chance to you be given a boon item, and then you'll be put through a trial to gain either become finalize your championhood, or just confirm you'll keep a buff. You can think of Edmund as a champion of green, Lance as a champion of silver, and Vincent still trying to confirm his benefit with the red.
I see.
And you can refer to the Discord for the color index or the omnibus for what you may choose, but you will still need your choice between either silver, yellow, green, or walking away.
Deity. Uh, where on the Discord do I find the colors? On Celestials Known?
Yes.
N- Okay, okay. Hmm. See.
Begging, begging you.
I have a question though. If I were to pick yellow or green, wouldn't that mean that I lose my access to silver, my silver champion form?
No, it's silver magic that you've been using, and you access that silver champion form through your magic, not your dedication. Those are two different things.
I see.
hmm You are a magician. As far as anyone will need to be explained, you summon the silver magic through the prismatic forces. You don't summon it through a devotion. Lance summons God Shattering Star through his silver devotion.
Okay. And plus, because circumstances forced it, he needed to become a silver champion, otherwise he would have died.
Lance, yeah, no, yeah.
Hmm. He would definitely walk away. He had to speak with Eclipse first about what the Silver's people are doing before he'd fully commit.
Silver, Soulless, the people in Soulless, the Silver that work here, are in completely an independent group compared to the Silver. They follow the doctrine and don't, and Deimos speaks to the prismatic forces for sure. Deimos runs Soulless. Silver, the prismatic forces that are approaching you, are their own individual deities that are interested in Cyneric because of the potential he has. To truth be told, it would be each color kind of looking towards Cyneric.
I do wonder what's it about him that green and yellow are attracting him?
Justice from yellow in defense of the weak by green.
I see. I'll walk away for now.
This is
I still
this
must think
is
about it.
this is your second time walking away from a prismatic offer. The prismatic energies are not in favor of your decision. This will be the last time you've been given an option. You gain the permanent buff agnostic. Yeah, agnostic. You know that the forces of the entities are there, Cynric, of the prismatic
Mm.
powers. You refuse to acknowledge them directly. You may never be able to gain a buff. You may also never be under the influence of any of the prismatic forces. You can still access silver magic, because again, that is magic. And
Hmm.
I'll, and I'll tap that
Shoot.
to you. Hmm?
And I remember during the last part of the Emerald Isles, he couldn't do anything because he wasn't bound to a color when we were visiting Minos.
Well, nothing happened of a like with Minos or any intervention with any colors since you didn't have an affiliation. You
Yeah,
rejected. Hmm?
he couldn't do anything. He wasn't bound, so all he could do was watch, while Emmett and Lance could still do things.
Well, your mastery in silver magic may be able to change that sort of ability, those abilities for you anyway. And again, not being able to touch into the silver prismatic doesn't mean you still can't use silver magic. Two different things.
Oh
And
boy.
this isn't the first time that you've had a prismatic force, and I've offered you choices, and you said neither to them. It was in the Emerald Isles earlier, and even before then with Cynric during the tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, because that kid kept asking for offers. I remember, yeah.
Well, no, all eyes is one thing, but I'm talking about like you did make a prismatic moment, a thousand yard stare, if you
No,
will.
not always, but I mean, I'll tape it to you.
Hmm.
I remember that making offers. I just hope that I won't be too screwed over for saying no. Wait a
She
minute.
turned,
If I
yeah.
if
Hmm.
Because it said no to this, does that mean Raynor's abilities won't do shit for me, or is that just because of magic?
Back to magic. All the things that are happening here are magic based.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's a. Hey, look.
So
Points.
specifically,
He's
the
got a moment.
agnostic debuff is a two-way street. You cannot be influenced by the prismatic forces. They can't influence you either. You can't be under the influence of their buffs, and you can't also be under the influence of their debuffs. And that is just the specific prismatic force themselves. It's not mean every prismatic entity, because there could be servants of a specific entity that you would have this resistance to, but they're servants, not so much, because they're servants. They're not the entity. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
If you were to be, for whatever
Damn.
reason, against the prismatic forces, you have a natural buff against them, slash debuff. You can't be buffed by it, but you can't be debuffed by them either. If one of their servants, which isn't the god that you can get those buffs and ignore buffs and debuffs from, were to attack you, that's a different story.
I
Hmm.
see.
That is a good question to ask about what the hell is going to happen to Lance when he has his prismatic moments now.
Cyrus just won't be there. You return, and no, going forward, you just get crit. You'll just have a flat crit. If you have a prismatic moment for an accuracy roll, you just roll flat damage. The max damage you can roll, if it happens during the attack roll, is the same thing for the attack roll. It's just a flat crit damage, like flat crit damage on the damage roll. If it wasn't a damage roll that you got the prismatic moment at, then it would be a crit success roll for the skill check, etc. So just replace the Thousand
Okay.
Yard Stare with a flat crit ability now.
So that
So
damage is
he
36.
so he can no longer get like other prismatic members to see him.
Wait, what do you mean by see him?
Like, okay, I wasn't here for when this happened. I was busy talking to our sister.
He's agnostic. Sorry, I need to rewrite this.
Wait,
Add
wait,
to
wait,
critical.
wait, hold on. Cyber's agnostic. How the hell are you agnostic? You're literally seen multiple. Has he seen any of these entities? Or
Honestly,
am
I
I
don't
thinking?
think so. No, I think you're talking about Edmund, because Cyric's kind of just been in
No,
the background about some of the
no,
things
he's
that you
seen
guys.
purple. He's seen the. Wait, no, was that Alistair who saw the purple
No,
cat?
no, 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 no. Cyric saw the purple cat too. Yes, but he denied the offer there. He's denied several offers from the prismatic forces, and they don't take kindly to that. There were multiple colors interested in Cyric at this instance. You don't just constantly ignore them. So they gave him agnostic. Any questions, Cyric?
Uh, I'm not completely screwed by doing this, right?
I mean, what do you mean by screwed? I don't. I'm not. I'm trying to understand that. You you denied the offers given to you by the prismatic forces multiple times. They're just gonna go, dude. You're gonna keep saying no, so we're just never gonna show up again. You got a buff
I
out of it
see.
and a debuff out of it, so you have to tell
Alright,
me if you got screwed over or not. I can't really tell you. All I can tell you is that I wasn't planning. I gave you all the options,
I,
and mm,
I'll just adapt to whatever happens. Whatever happens, happens. We should move on.
ye- you return
Oh
back
man,
to real space. Your
The
attack
man wants to
sends.
rely on his own power. If he were a native spouse city, maybe he'll been more really accepting.
wants to hold on. Dungeon
Hmm.
wants to rely on his own power. Currently working with Silver to get better at silver magic. I got you, Cyric. Don't worry.
To be fair, being neutral isn't the worst outcome, says Game Night, and I have to agree with him. It's not too bad.
Yeah, but Cyric is neutral. How the hell am I supposed to understand him? How can you ally yourself with a man who has so much neutrality in his heart?
So you spent the one decision to throw.
The tomahawk.
Shield came up, failed. Reyna attacked. You defended successfully. She spent her decision. So now it's back to you for your final decision, Cyric.
Alright, so because of what just happened, that 18 is now a 36, right? Because the flat crit?
That's retroactively. So after this fight. No, no, not after. Sorry, not after. After that roll, every roll going forward.
Okay.
So
Hey,
it
was
is
it a
Hmm.
still
different color, by the way?
Hmm?
Was it a different color, or was it silver?
Go ahead, Cyneric. What
Let's
colors were
see.
there?
Let's see. Well, for so it's just a flat 18 that the Venter takes.
Yes, I calculated for you already. Lance was asking you what colors were there during the
Oh,
event.
silver, green, and yellow.
I mean, you could have like done something with the silver, but like, clap. You do you, man. I, I can't reason with a man with true neutrality. This
If neutrality knows no bounds. All right.
Yeah, I wasn't sure I needed more info, and well, sadly, I'm not gonna get the chance. I'll have to deal it with my own way.
Hey, man, I respect that you want to go down this path. I, I too
All right.
like to go
I'll
down
pause the break
unique
for this
constraint
moment.
path.
Would you, if you, knowing that you'd become agnostic, would you still deny the offer from any of the choices ahead of you?
Loon, I would suggest thinking about like Half Less Taken by Robert Frost.
I mean, they're all taken because you're silver champion, Evan's green, and Juniper's yellow.
And
Is
multiple
she
people could
yellow?
be yellow. Multiple people could be multiple colors. There's no saying that that state is single color. It's only when you dedicate to it completely. For example, Lance cannot go into red now because he is silver. Edmund can't go into red
Ah,
because he is green.
What you're saying is Cyneric can become a fucking mage and cast everything.
If you,
it's until
if knowing that
you have to.
becoming agnostic was was your choice before finalizing the leaving of that screen, let's call it what that is, right? Would you have taken any of the other color offers? Because multiple colors, I said specifically, were there. Not just the yellow and green. There was red as well and purple again. All the colors I mentioned were there. I just specified a few.
Oh, then. Okay, then I have to ask this. Why did red and purple come to me?
The aspects of what you represent, strength in red and purple already had an interest in you.
Yeah, you have a strong, passionate desire for protecting those you love. That is why red is attracted to you. It's not red just for the destructive force, but it's also the passion and the love that you can hold upon yourself. Purple represents, if I recall correctly, Dungeon, the death within things. But Olio, like Dungeon described, Purple has an interest in you because you made contact with it before. Yellow, I believe, is like virtuistic in a sense. The net. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Because I'm reading purple now, I don't think purple will be a good fit for Cyneric.
No, no, no. You gotta roll the.
Okay, I don't see anything for you being an initiate either on the character sheet on roll on Tabletop Simulator, and I actually have access to the original that file. So
Hey,
I don't know
I'm
where
looking at
you're
the
an
current
initiate.
Celestial Zone.
If it was a posthumous thing, I'll still give it to you, but I don't have any proof of it. Is I'll let you know, Siren. Okay?
A randomness of neochaotic times.
Yes, I remember when Post Arms Cindy decided to give a prize, like a relic ticket, some gold, and I am to give us a level up in any skill we wanted, barring story progress. And I went with throwing.
I wish I just written that down and made sure that I caught it correctly, because I don't have that info. I'm sorry.
Now
I'll
I'm
let you
sorry.
I'll let you stay as the initiate for sure. I just don't remember specifically saying that. I'll work with the other guys too to be sure that I got everything right.
I'm sorry I didn't write it down. I could have helped you.
That's what
That's a
note taking
future.
says.
That's a future thing to call for.
Well, going forward is a thing we can do. Good note taking for everybody. I'm starting to take much better notes myself. We'll go back to combat with you with your remaining skill decision in this second round. No, third round. No, second round. Yeah, second round.
Oh, but that
Yeah,
means I can still access the blue.
I still haven't made my second decision, but ooh,
Well, let's focus like I mean, I don't want to spend
yeah,
forever with the decision because you
yeah.
you want to mull over every choice, and I'm gonna let you know the longer we take with it, that's just on you for it. I mean, it's pretty
I'm going.
straightforward if you want to do the colors or not, and if you do,
I,
there's a buff for them. If you don't because you don't know enough, then just leave it.
I'm gonna hold this for a decision next turn, for next one next turn.
Okay, and then. So back to the prismatic thing too. So you're holding decision for another decision. I'll hold that as a note.
Mm-hmm.
The prismatic choice, though, are you going to be agnostic, or would you want to take one of the choices to get a buff for them? And each of them will just grant a single buff for what they want to promise you.
Do I get to know these buffs beforehand or what?
They represent based on the color they provide. So purple is going to be something that helps with moving around shadows and in the manipulation of that. Strength is in from red. Green is like what you see from Edmund. It's
Edmund.
manipulation of the nature and natural. And it can come into the form of a weaponized relic, because each of your colors can be weaponized in their own fashion form. And silver has its already. You know silver already. I don't need to explain that. Notes do a very good job at explaining all this.
Oh, it's orange though.
Yes.
Oh, orange. My dear friend, orange.
Like they are all interested in you slash are here.
And aligning myself with them doesn't mean I have to be a pawn of them, right?
You have to complete a
Like,
mission based on the colors, the prismatic forest color that you're going to join to gain the buff from them. Now you're not a pawn without choice and movement, and you're not restricted of your ambitions and admirations. You're not going to be dumbed down to stupidity, and you're not going to be restrained by magical means to nonsensical choices. If you wish to not continue working with them, then you can, by virtue of losing the buff. You may further be attacked based on the knowledge you've gained or the experience you've gained that prismatic force wouldn't want you to have for anyone else to be around. Those are special situations. Like, they're not every single one Cyneric. Like, there could be a lot of different things, but for the most part, you're not going to consider yourself a mindless slave. None of these are looking to make you a slave. They're looking to give you power, because when they give power to you, and you become a stronger acolyte under them, they get stronger themselves. This is a closed circuit of energy working together to get stronger, not leeching off of you or making you do bad things that you don't want to do. Because you will still have your autonomy to say, no, I don't want to do it. You just lose the buffs, that's all. You won't be able to work with the Force, and at worst, they'll hunt you down. If at worst.
you got to do you got to do like a lance thing to like piss off a color.
I see.
And considering you're not Lance, it's not hard. Do not do that. You won't do that. So the true question is,
Right.
do you want buffs or do you want to go with agnostic?
See where the path of agnosticy goes. They make you atheist.
Essentially, yes.
Hmm. Adding
Oh my
crits,
fuck!
adding crits to
All your
to
skill checks.
yeah, adding crit to that, and immediately to but prismatic fuckery in both good and bad. He also did come here to train in silver in the first place.
which won't be
And
affected by this choice.
mm-hmm. And if I can bend reality, no, that can.
No, no, go on. I asked you if you had known agnostic was the choice, would you have stayed chasing it, or would you have chosen any of the other color options? This is still your chance.
Yeah, man. Like this one of Loon. Don't worry about don't worry about timing. This is your time. This is the best time to ask these questions. Like
This is a
I'm
side session.
here. Yeah, this is your session, dude. I'm here to like kind of like a additional lore keeper as well as game night. I always, game night's always out there watching as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ask. This is the perfect time to ask the most serious, important questions to your character. This is like, remember, we're going to the next act. You know the next act is going to be
No,
slightly more crazier than the last one.
we are in the next
Oh,
act.
Yeah, the new act has started.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna. I kind of like the other color buffs better, so I'll just go with silver then.
You decided on silver?
Yeah,
Alright.
and something tells me I may need that later anyway.
One second.
I'm sure I can do things differently from Lance.
Of
As
course.
I was a bit worried about being
I mean,
redundant. That's part of why I was so indecisive.
like, hey, dude, you could have went on the crazy side and go with orange. Hear me out. Hear me out. Orange is madness, basically.
Yes.
That wouldn't fit Cyneric.
No, it wouldn't fit Cynric, but just for the moment, you can like use the influence of orange to mess with the perception of their reality. Just for this fight, and then you just walk away from it like, nah, never mind, this ain't me.
I feel like the clothes will want me dead for that.
Only orange would want you dead.
Like, I'd rather not have a color after me if I can absolutely help it, you know?
I mean, like, hey, you said earlier I got silver down, green is down with Edmund. Technically, Falcone has completed his job with the red
Not
because
yet.
we just. What do you mean not yet? He helped me take down All Eyes with the Kopesh. You even
Technically,
have it
you.
like
Hmm?
you have it right there that me and him both beat it All Eyes, and we used the Kopesh to strike it down.
No.
The ruling
No,
of that.
no, 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 no. No, no, no. You two transformed together to a transformed state. Though I will have to agree, it didn't necessarily say that you didn't have to be like a single form. It could be, didn't have to be in a transformed state. Hmm. That's something I had to show up to, I talked to Vincent about.
I do
Technically,
wonder
all eyes
though.
does count.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, shit still bothering me even after his death.
about purple, when you say blend colors, what do you mean? Because I thought silver can already do that.
Silver does it in a way that unites. Silver, sorry, purple can do that in a way that doesn't break, but where connections normally aren't. So silver can mend things that are supposed to be and keep balance as such. Purple moves in between ambiguity, between all the colors, and the dark sides of the color, and it's not moving through darkness or destruction. It's no, it's not moving through destruction. of reality because silver fixes things you don't want to think as purple destroying things. It's more like purple is the shadow of the colors as well. So when I say blend colors, I mean blending as in the shadows of those colors. Purple moves around in the ambiguity in that space, the ambiguity nature of the colors. It moves in the shadows of them, whereas silver can be used to mend the colors and itself.
So
Make
purple can
sense?
hack colors.
More or less.
Oh, I need a specific example of that. Oh, if only we knew of a purple user.
Nope.
We sadly don't.
So you're gonna stick to silver?
I'll stick to silver.
Okay. So all the other colors fade away, and the silver orb comes down from the rest of them, and it merges itself into a figure of a humanoid person with angel wings. The theme of the silver
Hey,
pantheon
Michael.
is angels. This angel has long brown, flowing curled hair, fair pale skin, and has a feminine featured body. He looks at you, Cyneric, with a small smile and goes, "Hello there. I am Dokel, the Angel of Balance. I am the prismatic
Dokel?
force Dokel. Dokili? I'll type it in our chat. This one right here.
Dokiel.
Dokiel. I honor your energy, the resilience to fight against the deterioration, the desire to keep the balance of mind, spirit, and body through your training of silver magic, and your training of your anima power. I want to grant you a special buff. You'll have only access to it for a single turn until you complete the prismatic a bit like force. You know, my prismatic trial to you. Your prismatic trial is to spend 100 AP without using your not counting you in the awakened form. 100 AP in within the span of your life.
So spend 100 AP, but not in my champion form.
Yeah,
That's right.
Okay then.
and the reward will be the enhanced version, allowing of the current buff that you will get. So the first buff you get will only be a turn long access. So you'll gain another transformation based on the silver prismatic forces, not your silver magic. Again, two different things. So you'll gain a silver form that only lasts a single turn, and then you'll gain a silver. You gain an extension to that form once you actually complete your objective. Being that
Okay.
Dokiel is the silver entity of balance and order, your power allows you to merge your anima energy, your skills, and all of your Cynric's abilities into a single harnessed form. You're able to uh, you take your highest skill level and apply it across any of your other skills while you're in this form. All your stats are considered 12 while you're in this form. Something like, nah, I think it's a little too busted. I'll have to think about it, but you get a silver form for sure. I'm trying to represent it balance, mind, spirit, and power. I think I'm gonna keep it like God Shattering Star that you do get 12 in all your stats for sure.
Oh damn.
Like when Lance is like watching this going off, he looks at his heart. Hey, in front of yours, Michael.
Yes. An angel I
You want me?
No, no, they're doing their thing. Let them do their thing.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
was gonna
will.
say, do you want me to hide your way?
No. This would be a power tier 6 transformation, just like. Because God Shattering Star is a power tier 6, right, Line? Or 7?
Um, hold on. The best way to remember what tier level it is, when Falcone was in tier 2 and I was in tier, well, yeah, his second form, I was in God Shattering Star. We both fused together. We reached to like the point of the power tier, almost that to Celestial,
Crown
semi-Celestial.
Angel. No. Power tier 6. So both you got to
Yeah,
power tier 6. This says
is
Crown
that what?
Angel. It says Crown Angel power tier.
It's like a year ago. Oh, here we go. Limit of power tier. No, we reached power tier 7. When we both fused, we were tier 7.
Yeah. Both you were power tier 6.
But
You need to get to 7.
yeah, we got to 7.
Yeah. So you're
But
both at
like
PT 6.
that means yeah, that means Cyneric would be also at tier 6 with his transformation
Yep. Power tier 6.
if he chooses to complete the mission. Yeah, if he chooses to complete the mission.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
wait a minute.
while in
Let's
this
look at
form,
his heart.
all of your stats will turn to 12, and then much like how Lance can create tags as God Shattering Star, you'll get a special ability representing balance. I think what I'll probably end up doing is allowing Cyneric to create a what's it called? A drain of like a AoE drain effect or something. I'll think about it like a active aura, or if he attacks a target or something like that. In order to keep the idea of balance, Cyneric can either take a single target's half HP, or no, half of the HP, half of their AP, something the target has of and half it, or half it and remove, or half it and double.
Zeno, like
So,
one action he does is a damage, and the other action has to be healing.
oh, healing, yeah. So
I don't know. I was thinking the same.
yeah, so that'd be something that'll be worked on later. But for now,
For now,
yeah, Cyneric, you've gained access to a silver
God, it must
transformed
be
state.
God. Yeah,
I'm feeling left like light-handed for now, and I'll make an entry for it later. All right, welcome to the Silver Club, home of the silver. Can I get you some extra silver on top of your silver?
Pokemon Silver.
I'm sorry. I'm
Rubius battle.
I'm fresh out of silver. The Pokemon game. Can I help
We
you with
need
gold? The Pokemon game?
I'll go the remake then, Soul Silver.
Mm, that pygmy just bought the other one. Sorry.
Hey.
That's okay. I'll go with the best Pokemon game, Pokemon White.
Ooh. And Spiral City got canceled.
Hey, Evie, what's going on? Seduce him.
Seduce me. All right. So Reina still needs to spend her final decision to wrap up her turn. We were just wrapping up Cynric's what's it called? Cynric's the 1,000-yard stare. Cynric has become they decided to work with the silver Dokiel, and to pass Dokiel's challenge to spend over 100 AP in his single life. I'm gonna add that to your character sheet. And I'll have to ask you. Okay, saved. Reina is going to spend some. Oh, I already spent it for her. She's gonna spend her other decision to fire another attack into Raynor. This time, she's going to cast it at an apprentice level. No, not apprentice, a journeyman level. So it's going to be her intelligence first.
Because I've held my position last turn, can't I just use a reaction to shield Raynor again?
You had 2 reactions from last turn, yeah. So
Alright.
she's going to first roll
Sure,
the
man.
attack, and then you're going to see if you can beat that. So she rolled a 12 for her
Or if you
intelligence.
need to at all.
I forgot to add the extra dice. She has no negatives here, so 24.
Oh boy.
And you roll at a disadvantage. So you're casting apprentice level silver magic, right? As a reaction?
I'm doing the 3 AP one to protect Raynor, yeah.
Yeah, you work with me the terminology. That would be an apprentice. You
Okay,
can keep up,
apprentice, okay.
yeah, you can keep up the section on the Discord about the skills and preferences to help you understand it better. But yeah,
Okay, apprentice journey initiate apprentice journeyman.
yeah, you are an apprentice. So novice is 1 AP, initiate's 2 AP, 3 AP is apprentice.
Okay. Okay.
So you're
Novice,
gonna
initiate, apprentice, and then journeyman.
so you're gonna cast at a reaction speed an apprentice level silver magic for a shield for Raynor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're gonna roll your intelligence roll twice for a disadvantage, and then roll your
Uh,
apprentice uh skill dice at a disadvantage.
3d6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then
An 8. So unfortunately, an 8 is not enough. Your shield breaks at the impact of damage, and it's not enough to even mitigate the incoming bolt damage that hits. And she cast at a journeyman level. He is exposed, taking double that in damage.
ouch.
And again, you guys are wearing robe in order to help resist silver energy. And Raynor and Reyna both have better equipment than both of you. Both of you are wearing apprentice robes where they're wearing journeyman robes. But regardless, he's still exposed, so he still takes 30 points of damage, then gets mitigated by his armor.
Are you alright?
But he dusts his side off. It's gonna leave a sore mark in the morning, but I'll be fine. Fine. Oh, he had to make an intelligence check at a disadvantage.
Me or
To
him?
him to
Okay.
maintain the spell he's been casting on you.
Alright.
Double sevens. He's good. He's nice and safe. He's still able to continue casting. Okay, so you 2 turns are done.
Is he like
Raynor's turn is next, but he will he will do nothing on his turn, and he passively gains back just a little bit of AP, but uh, still spends an ongoing because he's still casting an ongoing journeyman's cast spell on you. So he's paying upkeep on that. Yeah. Hey, man, not to alarm you, but I won't be able to keep this up forever.
Right.
Can you at least finish the kid with the green hair? I don't like how he looks at us.
Yeah, I'll focus on.
Like, make a giant ball of silver. Kamehameha out of existence, Loon. Fucking, like, dump every point of silver you got. Like, you got all that energy going through you.
Right.
Well, there'd be a cap to how much he can focus it, and that'd be relevant to his mastery of silver magic. So even though he theoretically has access to all the energy he can,
Eevee's.
hmm? Oh, disadvantage to Raynor. I'm not a player. Oh wait, I thought it was Cyneric versus Raynor. I take it back. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Mm,
I don't know. You already paid for it, Evie. You'll have
yeah,
to pay. You'll have to keep paying me for another disadvantage somewhere else. So Raynor has a
the
disadvantage
pygmies
now.
don't appreciate when you try to make a. The pygmies do
You
not
can't.
like it when you try to take away. He said, "Yeah,
The deal has been sealed.
I was this."
Green-haired guy. Okay, that's
They slowly.
Venter. And I'll type that in this chat for everyone to know how to spell Venter.
The like the pygmies are now in control with Stray Shooter. They take like
Oh no.
4 to 3 of them to lift it up.
And to even out that pygmy in the corner. That's fair. Line, you also get a disadvantage. Oh, so you get an advantage, Line.
Oh, how? I'm not even a player character. I'm just.
He says the pygmy in the corner. I don't know who to assume the pygmy is. Unless there's a random ass pygmy.
It's safe to assume there's always a pygmy in the corner.
That's fair. Okay, so I have a disadvantage on Venter on his turn.
You're
Venter spends
fucking
the
odd.
decision to activate an item. The music, the OST stops immediately, and an eerie silence breaks into the room. Lance, you ain't feeling too hot.
Oh. Hey, hey, Michael. I know we're hearing us, in like, feel like ghosts or something, but I don't know. We like do
Put in
I don't
player
know,
Loki.
I'll sucked
You're
out of the
cutting,
room.
you're cutting in and out.
Huh?
You're cutting in and
Me?
out.
Oh,
Yeah. The fuck did I miss
hang
for
on. Let me
Lance
just
to be
mute you.
there?
Mute you.
It is Lance. No, that's just another Lance cut out. All right, that's fair. No, that is Lance. He's just his silver influences Michael. He can hover into this area. Oh, I know
How's
it's
that? Is that
bad.
better?
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Wait, is it better or worse?
Worse. Way worse, dude. These my quality jump scare. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Talk one more time.
can
No,
you hear
dude.
me?
Now you sound better.
But am I covering in and out?
Now you're not cutting in now.
Okay, good. So I originally said like, hey Michael, is there a way we can get like a physical form, or can we do something? Because I
Nope.
don't like the vibe I'm suddenly feeling.
Nope. This is just
Can I warn Steinwick?
no, Cyber's getting the same bad feeling.
I hate being a ghost.
We got popcorn. A baby walks in.
Oh no! The fucking hot dog joke. Michael's like, Lance, so when the Century cereal, how the hell do you think we're gonna get hot dogs? Hot dog, get your hot dogs, Lance. Woohoo!
God.
Are you following Lance a lot around? This man is putting my other pygmies into college. Did you get all that? Or was I
Yes,
breaking
yes,
in and out?
no. I got all that.
I heard it.
This man is putting my other pygmies through
I'm just making
college.
sure. I fucking love that joke.
Simpsons is great.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
I don't.
Venter spends the decision in order to say, oh, Jesus Christ. How about not do that? But he pulls out a particular item onto his person. He then casts a expert level silver magic. You on this, Cyneric. And he holds his left hand down as an unstable amount of silver energy starts to pour into his left hand as he takes a page out of what you're suggested and fire silver energy as a devastating beam attack at you, Cyneric. He's rolling at a disadvantage because of a stray shooter, but he is casting at an expert level. So first, his
Let's
intelligence.
see what happens.
Oh, you can't get worse than a 1. So that doesn't matter. That roll doesn't count, the other one.
But you can get
So,
worse than a 5.
so 14. And he's just trying to hit you with this, which he rolls a 15 to hit you with. And on your turn, you rolled a 9 for your AC. So he manages to hit you. He hits you for 19 points.
Isn't it also
Uh,
disadvantage?
Ooh,
no, not the damage.
no.
And sorry, not 19, 24 points of damage. When you get
Ooh,
hit,
fuck.
the extra bit of damage you take comes off like black charred lightning.
What what is this?
Dude, first
Or
off, how
rather,
much?
what did you get such a power?
You reduce 10 points of damage because of your the robe that you wear. It's the silver robes that everyone else is currently wearing.
Yes,
Justicar,
yes.
yeah,
That means he.
Justicar Helsing holds his hand and goes, "This battle has been forfeited by Venter and his team, Venter and Reyna, for using an illegitimate object." And he gets a few more words sentence before Venter glares at him. How about you shut up? And he also casts again another expert level um silver spell at Justicar Helsing. Caught off guard, he rolls at an advantage, firing at Justicar.
Flash is just like watching this. Damn, man. Man, if Edmund was here. Whew.
I'm just gonna keep that the roll that I just made. So he manages to hit the Justicar, and the Justicar takes. This is out another 24 points of damage.
What
He
the fuck
gets
are you doing, Venter?
he gets thrown back. Can I? I can do this. Just the car Helsing gets thrown back. Oh, I can't do it proper. Sorry. One second. I have a touchpad. It doesn't work well with the touchpad. He gets just the car Helsing gets thrown back several tiles into the throne that Deimos was. He suffers a concussion damage that I'll make a strength check to see if he passes or if he becomes unconscious. And again, one more time is that you guys see this electric black lightning. The second time, Lance, you see it, it's occurred to you that it is the black hole sun.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Lance gets up from his astral chair. Michael, we have to do something.
I don't have the strength, and we're not really here, Lance. This is just a sanctimony of silver.
Lance looks at his hands. What if we? There was a thing I did on the island back on. I said Primal Island. I think I called the move the touch or something. What if I give another boot? Do that for Cyneric.
You cannot interfere.
You know, it's I.
You are a Kabuki theater level of a theater line. You cannot interfere.
Yeah. Oh, Lance is like, well, Lance would.
Sorry, you're cutting in and out.
I said, well, Lance would number any of this. I said,
Oh. No, I know
does
what you
Lance
said.
remember any of
So,
this?
yes, I know what you said. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure if I want to use the black hole sun here or not. Technically, I did say it does enhance silver energy, but I
It is
want to
the-
I want to change it. What he is using. He is using a cracked orb. It looks similar to the black hole sun, if anything.
okay.
It cannot be
And
confirmed
like,
at the
hey,
current moment if it is the black hole sun or not, but it does act in similar form. It does have the black lightning as it fires out of it.
oh yeah, definitely would know how that feels. Well, how the presence of it. It's like it's like an ex that doesn't want to leave you. Let's just say that, says Lance.
Reyna
Well, we
and
can't.
Raynor both look concerned. Why? Venter, stop this at once. No, you don't get it. I was only really good at one thing in my life. Always a failure, always the bullied. And you took it away from me, Cyrus. You couldn't just let me win one training exercise, could you? You always had to beat me.
Hey, this is not about a
I have a
competition. How could you cheat yourself like this?
I ain't cheat. I ain't cheat. I'm better than you. I know people better than you. I am better than all of you. I'll prove it. Sorry, 1 second.
That's not how you do this. We gotta stop you here.
Why?
No, wait, what?
Oh,
no.
you gotta stop Venter
He's
here.
talking about
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I was in character. In character.
yeah,
Yep, yep, yep.
yeah, encountered.
Reyna manages to slip away and pull herself to you guys. And the Justicar joins the team as well. as the empowered Venter hovers with menacing energy coming from this artifact that he carries with him. It doesn't matter how many you throw at me. Venter, then, so what's it called? We'll go on to a new turn, as if the last turn did not complete. And the turn order begins now. Venter goes first, but we'll still roll for initiative. Go ahead, Cyneric, go for initiative.
All right. 10 and 6.
Mm.
I'm gonna take a quick piss break though. I'll be right back.
Yep. Raynor rolled
Yeah,
a
I guess like
5.
while he's taking a piss break.
Yeah, I'm just rolling the initiatives to get out the way. Reyna rolled a
Yeah,
1. Oh,
we're just like damn. As Lance is like sitting back in his chair. It this is so this my appearance is
so it's not the black hole sun per se. It does look like it in nature, though. He is very powerful using it.
yeah, but like
It can be
if
the black
any
hole sun.
person in the room would know what yeah any person in that room who would know what that is Whew. I'm surprised I'm not being affected by it at this point. Well, if
Well,
it can't, then
you're
wait,
not
that means it
really
can't be the black
there.
hole sun.
You're not really there. That's the
Well,
thing I keep
that's
mentioning.
yeah, that's
You
true. That's
can't
true.
confirm if it's the black hole sun or not. All I'm saying is that it is showing power. He is using it to enhance himself, and he can clearly take on people who are stronger than him using the power.
Man, if only Edmund was here, so I don't feel so lonely out here. So like, wait, I just need to know one thing. Can Lance still walk with the Almond Knight guy, even though he's walking with Michael right now?
Armor Knight guy from the.
When he meant doing,
Well, there's still the reward that you need to go pick up.
yeah, the tournament that
No,
Dave.
you already picked the money.
Yeah, but I also no during the competition at the tournament, Lance had a celestial moment, and it was a Pacific entity of
Yes,
of
I'm aware
knight
what it
wearing
was, Line.
colors like
Yes,
Lance.
I know what it was, Line. I remember that. Yes. I'm telling you that you had to go back to where you were to get a reward.
Oh,
You defeated all odds.
well, ooh,
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
looking back.
I finished rolling for initiative. Raynor rolled a 5, Reyna rolled a 1, so everyone rolled 4, 5, and 1, and Venter rolled a 14.
Of course he did.
So
Because
Venter
roll
goes
20 is
first.
fucking raggedy.
Oh, I forgot all about Jeftikar Helsing, who pulls out. He's not taking the shit lightly. He got a hit. He pulls out a specialized silver blade. It is ornate and designed. It is pretty to look at, and it is Helsing's personalized silver conduit. When you become an expert, you get specialized training, and his is weaponized silver. And he has pulled out his serious weapon, if you will, a bonkai, if you will.
Yo, he took
He's
off his belt and he's serious.
he's furious.
Adversaries.
Rolling a 9. Okay. So Venter spends this first because he goes first, and then he rolled 14, so then he goes again immediately. So he spends his first turn, the one given to him, spending both decisions just charging all of the energy that he possibly can. There becomes an indefinite wave of silver energy that coalesces and gets sucked into a mass that gets larger and larger. A black orb that gets larger and larger in his hands before it becomes the circumference of that a of spending 2 decisions to do this, he would make it the size of like 10 feet. A 10-foot orb hovers above him. He spent his other decision, one in the second turn. He spends one more decision to charge that attack, holding up that orb to make a 20-foot orb, sort of like a Frieza style black orb attack.
Fucking Christ. What I'm thinking in my head right now is the Stone of Sunshine, but instead of like using both hands, he's just having it on one hand.
And he
Or
throws it.
like Kulo does it.
Like,
Before I
yes.
throw this,
What?
before I throw this, was mine bigger than any other student? Helsing looks around. Yes. Knew it!
While the
Hosen.
while the energy is being charged, just occurred, Helsing announces to everyone to flee. If you're not willing to fight and die for this, then run. There is no point. He is willing to destroy the entire building with us in it. Why? And he takes a more defensive pose, getting ready for his reaction. Will not let this transpire. You still have a reaction, Cyneric, if you want to do anything.
Hmm.
You could totally pull off what you did back on the boat, remember? But you got
Oh
way
yeah.
more energy to go.
Oh, I'm aware. Oh shit. Don't mind me. Don't
Fine,
mind me.
fine.
He's excited.
No, I accidentally almost dropped my switch.
Oh, yeah,
Let's see.
Brothership's coming out soon.
Yeah, tomorrow, Thursday. Anyway,
Hmm.
so I was thinking, I, I want to heal myself as best I can.
Reina can get that for you done.
Oh, okay. I want to put up an AP2 shield up on myself since he's focusing on me.
Well, he's gonna be indiscriminate with his next
He's
attack.
no, he wants to. He does want to take you out. Don't get me wrong, Loon. But he wants to make it. He's going to add everyone to that collateral of his. Everyone is catching his fade. If you understand what you get my drift.
Yeah.
So like when I told you like, hey, remember that burial thing you made back on the before we got to Aventura?
Yeah, I remember.
You totally want to do that, and then like kind of put it in like this is a suggestion. What you want to do, go for it. I'm suggesting you like make a burial, but then like kind of turn it into a cage. To, make sure that he's the only one caught in the explosion.
Right,
Like
basically
if you're all
I was going to put on an AP2 shield and then put a silver shield around so that way I'll soak up the damage and it'll fuck Venture up in the process.
You can only cover one person with your AP2 shield.
that if you just rush in and just do it point blank.
Well, this is a reaction he'd be trying to do that at. So still a disadvantage in the attack roll. He could try to knock him out of concentration.
Yeah. I have 3 decisions and a reaction, so
Yeah, but the Ventura is going first twice before you get the chance to go.
Yeah.
So all you have is the reaction to bank on. You can use it to defend yourself, or you can use it offensively to try to stop his attack.
All right, since he's too busy charging him, can I throw something at him try to mitigate what he's doing? 'Cause I think I still have an axe still remaining.
No,
Apprentice axe, I mean. Oh,
no, you already threw that before. You missed, and it wasn't an apprentice.
right.
You had a. No, it is an apprentice because journeyman is above it. Yeah, you had apprentice level axe, and you already threw it. You missed. No, no,
See,
you didn't throw it. You threw and you landed, and it did do damage. And this is
yeah.
he's still hurt from the attack previously anyway. He's just stronger with what he's using.
Can I use? Okay, then can I do that again? But this instead of a gun, I mean instead of an axe, can I use like a silver gun
You
and
would need a
spirit gun him?
you, you
Oh,
can't spirit gun him, but you can use a
fuck.
reaction to shoot silver energy like an energy blast out of your hand to try to hit him with silver energy. You're still gonna roll at a disadvantage with your intelligence and then the spell that you're casting it at. So do you want to use your reaction offensively or defensively? Is the final question.
I'm gonna use it defensively so I can mitigate the destruct. Because at the advantage and how these dice are rolling, I'm not too confident.
So are you using your anima power or are you using your silver magic?
Anima because they'll damage Venter.
Okay, and who are you targeting for the anima shield?
Myself.
Screw you, everybody else. Hey, so you as a reaction as Venter is charging the final bits of the energy ball that he's creating. Cyneric creates creates his you puts his arms up and allows his tattoos to come off and create the external shield that he relies on. Justikar Helsing uses this reaction in order to go into a defensive stance, preparing for the incoming attack. Raynor can't do anything, relying heavily on Cyneric because he's boosting Cyneric. Reyna doesn't have anything to really help her in this situation. Not yet, at least. Where Ventur finally uses the final decision and on his turn, because you guys are reacting to the third decision he's made. And they can just mend themselves after and attack that big. Totally. On the final decision of his second turn, he throws the attack. The black orb ball, like he's floating up into the sky about 60 feet up to throw it down at you guys. As he floats backwards and away from the incoming ball, landing into the room that you guys are in. The rest of the acolytes flee. Lance, you can't flee. And the incoming ball of destruction collaterals the church for 100 damage. The rest of you take 5d10 damage, respectfully. So Justicar ends up taking 25 points of damage.
Wait, not 20?
Nope. Cyneric, you end up taking 20 points of damage. Raynor ended up taking 22 points of damage. And last but not least, Reyna taking 17 points of damage. Okay. So Cyneric, again, you take 20 points of damage.
Okay. So a temporary HP, so that's minus 20.
You
Um,
find that your shield gets broken, and it does this thing that after breaking your shield, after breaking your anima power, a construct under your power. This artifact makes you creating your next construct indefinitely stack, by the way. So anytime you are caught by the effects of this artifact, any of your future constructs to, con- to create them, not to upkeep them, just to create them, go up by +1 AP. So now to create your shield, you need to play 3 AP, and then it continues to destack as a debuff.
oh, that's gross.
So Acolyte over here takes blunt of that damage, managing to resist that negative effect. You still take your natural defense, and the silver robes won't like help you. Your armor won't help you. Your natural robes won't help you. This attack is unique. It's not just silver magic anymore. And so you take that blunt damage. Your AP is the only shield against it. So 20 points of damage minus 12. You still take 8 points of damage to yourself. Your anima power doesn't even activate, as it you can feel um what's it called?
Astronova?
Yeah, you can feel Astronova shatter and chitter against the artifact's power. Raynor takes 19 points of damage, nearly dropping him to the ground. And Reyna takes the lowest of the team of 17. Okay. And after Venter successfully casts and has successfully landed a target attack on a single target, for every single target he's landed a single successful attack against, he gains a temporary shield that lasts until the end of his next turn. So there is a black shield that hovers around Venter.
Oh, great. By the way, because so what Raynor did, don't they get an extra turn, or am I thinking something else?
At the end of your turn. At the end
Okay,
of this round, you get another turn before the next round.
okay, okay.
So
Alright.
yep. Hold on. Speaking of that, he's gonna roll to see if he keeps his consciousness, which he does to keep your spell going. Who's next to go? Raynor? No, Helsing goes next. Helsing spends a decision in order to attack. Uh, he is attacking with his blade, rolling that, and his blade counts as an expert level enchantment, landing a successful attack and dealing 19 points of damage into Venter's shield. The shield defends him and then breaks under the influence of the Justicar Helsing's Silver Blade. The Silver Robes manage to reduce the rest of the incoming damage, so Venter's still fine. The Justicar then spends his last turn, the last point of the turn, channeling his energy, casting a apprentice, casting an expert. No, because journeyman, yeah, expert level cast, and this will take him another turn to fully cast, because he's no longer fucking around. He's using a silver summoning. Next up in this point order, Raynor. Now it's Cyneric. You have two decisions.
No, no 3 because the last turn I said I'm gonna hold the decision to get another one in my next turn.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. So you have 3 decisions.
Well, as my relics, right, because you're using fucking tabletop, I never switched them back from my hunting armor. So I'll spend one turn. How many relics can you change per decision? One.
Yeah, you can change between a relic on hand, one decision.
I want to be able to put on. I want to put back on Captain Bearhat's hat, so I have the water walking, a heal, or gun. So
Yep.
so I'll do that.
You put on a nifty hat. Dun, 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 dun.
Da 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 da.
Hmm.
The silver pygmies are watching. Of course, there wouldn't actually be any. There's not even a pygmy in this place, is there, Dungeon?
Nope.
Can my silver enhance relic attacks?
No.
Okay.
You can
Can
use
I can
silver
I, can
magic to enhance a weapon.
I was gonna say, can I use my silver to if I can bind Vinter and make him unable to dodge my next attack? At least make it likely to not be able to dodge.
Uh,
You
you
can
can try to cast a silver spell to restrict his movement to make it
taunt
harder for
him.
him to dodge. Sure. So you're gonna spend your last. So you're gonna
Or no,
spend
you
a
call,
decision. Hmm?
or you can just call him a bitch ass hoe. You know, taunt him even more. So he's focused you and he doesn't care about his own safety.
You spent one decision to switch relics. You can spend your second decision in order to cast a silver spell to keep him restricted. You're gonna try to hit him with an
Mm-hmm.
intelligence plus your spell casting, and you're probably gonna cast it still at the max because you don't have to pay this AP yet, which is a apprentice
Uh.
spell, 3 AP.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna roll an intelligence plus 3d6 to try to hit Venter. A
How's that?
23 hits. So Venter is restricted. He's going to suffer a -5 to his defense. That is like evasion at the until the end of your turn. Like this turn you're on with him.
And for her last position, I'm gonna fucking shoot him.
With silver magic?
No, hold on. Our DMs.
Lance, I'd like to help out this moment, but I'm a ghost.
So the flintlock is your dexterity plus 2d6, so 2d10, and then it deals damage 2d10 with armor piercing. It has a reload that requires a full turn. Well, you can only use it once per fight. So yeah, only one fire, but it's a 2d10 for armor piercing, and it has a power tier of 3. So you're still gonna shoot it?
Yeah, I'll shoot him.
Roll your dexterity in a
Hold on.
2d10.
In 2d10, you said?
2d10, because it's a rare relic. That hits. Roll a 2d10 for damage. As your
Oh,
hat
I
catches.
rolled one. Oops.
Roll one
Let me do
more.
that properly.
No,
Oh,
roll another one. Roll another 1d10. Okay, hey.
fucking
So,
Christ.
well, you need to hear me out, because once. No, that my power. And Ventus begins to bleed out.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, you shot him.
I just like Lou,
It was an
like Cyneric.
armor-piercing
What do you
round.
expect? Yeah, you put a you put a sprinkle on him. If Edmund was here right now, he'd give you a standing ovation. I can hear him right now. Look at the distance. What's happening?
The room falls silent as Venter is like gasping for air before finally, just after a few moments, stops. He's left as a crumpled body, and there's just blood pooling around him. There's shards of broken into his hand of a dark rock, crystalline rock. Justikar Helsing approaches the corpse. Doesn't work. Hmm. He covers Venter's eyes and looks back at the rest of you. He is dead.
I didn't want to have to do it, but I had no choice.
I will investigate this matter with Deimos. It may not mean much to you two, Raynor and Reyna, but all three of you have passed.
Jessica, are you alright? From what he did earlier to you.
There's a slight silver pulse that goes over his body. I will be fine. I
Don't
will.
worry, I'll live.
Yeah, I will survive. I am more hurt over the outcome. The loss of. Looks down at Venter. Life for no reason. I swore to protect. I have fought creatures of the night, but a child, a lord, no, a child that was just misdirected by their ill-conceived thoughts of power. That is not what I intended to fight. Do you know anything of where Venter must have found this power from?
Fuck, Venter. I'm sorry I had to do this. I legitimately wanted to save you.
Do either any of you know where he may have gained this power from?
Man, man, let's says out. Damn, I really wish I could talk to these guys. Slowly eats the more popcorn. Damn shame.
Pygmy Pittsburgh Lancer City. Hey, come on, I want to see that popcorn.
You pay for this.
Ah! No, but do you have anything you want to speak with Justicar, Helsing, Reyna, or Raynor? As each of the members, like Justicar, Helsing is doing the investigation. Raynor is resting back, trying to regain his energy, and Reyna is healing, providing everyone a healing energy, and she sends it across the entire room, working to restore the damage that was done. finding that even the silver energy used isn't restoring the sanctuary. Because remember, I said that it dealt 100 damage to the sanctuary area. He leveled
Hmm.
the building's lobby. It's destroyed, and silver magic's not fixing it.
Mm.
Again, I'm sorry I killed Venter. I wanted to disarm him, but I didn't think of anything else to actually I'd be able to get through to him. My ammo power didn't work. I don't
Raynor
I don't know
walks
how.
up to your side and goes, "No, it's okay, Cyneric. You felt that you were pushed to the only option. You did what you needed to do to maintain balance."
I don't understand. Why is Riley with me?
Huh?
I don't understand why he has one-sided rivalry with me.
It wasn't a one-sided thing. He felt like you. I kept explaining it to you multiple times. You beat him in training. He didn't take that nicely.
He,
That is his motivation, Cyneric. It doesn't need to be more complicated than that.
yeah,
I'm
dude.
looking,
Like he just got.
I'm looking for a puddle of motivation, not an ocean over here. He was vain.
Shame.
He had potential, man. He just let his ego got the best of him.
Uh-huh. He
Oh,
could have
what a
spent the same
shame.
time.
He would have
He
been a
could have
good.
spent this. He could have spent more time, as much time as you did training to get stronger than you. But he took the corners. And this is Raynor talking to you, Cyneric. So do not let your actions make you feel like you did a bad thing. He led you to an ultimatum that you had to decide. And I say that you made the best choice.
Yeah, it was. I was going to let him destroy me or anybody else here.
And he was fighting us pretty efficiently. If it wasn't for Jessica Helsing taking it seriously, he would have easily walked over the three of us.
But man, because of what he did, aren't we pretty exposed now? Will
Huh?
we have to relocate?
If he was an agent for something else, there's a chance that he may not have reported our location. It's best to stay where we are. We may
Well,
calm down on the recruitment, but we still have our Justicars ready for their posts, their new posts, the Alclaves.
Yeah,
alrighty.
we're currently walking our asses off to keep the because now since we're kind of exposed, the float have a lot of picnics in the local area. They're trying to get in now. You see like, a couple of students, several like boomsticks, hulking the picnics trying to get in. Stay out. Out.
Man,
He's like, there's no way in hell that there's not picnics hanging around those desolate buildings at this point.
not yet, not yet.
Okay.
Steinway, you receive +3 experience on your silver magic.
Hey, force kill of Act 2. Let's go, gamers.
Level up.
Yeah, hit like the timeline dungeon and then overcome Riku one bit. Guys, I'm gonna run over that crab. I'm gonna have crab dinner. Before you finalize Journeyman, what's Cyrex path in Silver? Are you going to be an enchanter? Will you be a conjurer? Will you be a restorer? Or will you take a bruiser like class? I haven't decided a name yet for that. So the
Well,
idea
I
is that
came here.
you've seen an enhancer, you've seen the restore. Hmm?
Yeah, you finish. You finish.
It's okay. You've seen the enhancer, you've seen the restorer. Oh, weapon specialist, which was Helsing. So those are the three kind of main stead paths. They're the offensive choice, healing choice, and the defensive choice. So, hmm?
Sentinel. So like the defensive choice.
Yeah, Sentinel, sure. That works perfect. So you can decide for Journeyman what you want to focus specifically in Silver Magic now. Like, do you want it to be restoration magic you focus on to heal people? Do you want to focus on dealing damage or creating weapon constructs? So, or do you want to focus on creating, you know, defensive, so things that are better to help defend others or enhance them, like the Enchanter?
I came here for healing, so I'm gonna keep healing.
You can go down the path of restoration.
Yes.
Okay, so then your restoration magic is when you use like journeyman level and recovery, it's better than people have like it will be the caliber of expert level healing. I'll make notes of that for you.
Congratulations,
Paladin
Cyneric. Now you can
baby.
use your silver magic.
Hmm?
Congratulations, Cyneric. You can now use your silver magic to reattach limbs. That totally won't come play in all this roleplay.
I mean, he
Leans in,
did it in Act 1. That's all you need all.
like leans in. That's totally not a spoiler for the future.
Experience.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, I can't wait to tell Kayla. It's like, you just Indiana Jones this motherfucker.
So your
I'm going to
journeyman,
tell
the
Evie.
path of you did the path of healing, allows your healing magic to be cast at journeyman level to be expert. And you can reattach limbs and you can bring back freshly dead characters. It has to be within the same turn that the character has died on. You have exactly one turn of that. Otherwise, you can't bring them back. And you have to spend 10 AP to bring back the dead. They come back with a 1 HP, 1 AP deal.
They had like max AP when they die.
Hmm? Mm-mm.
If they
You
had
got
max AP,
because you lose all your AP when you die. AP is anima, it's life force.
oh boy, man, I can only close my eyes and see who's that gonna be useful. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to use you like my fucking healing tank.
Touch my arm.
I mean, he's been doing it ever since came to Pearl City.
Since we, yeah, honestly, ever since we met back in my house, remember that?
Yeah. Although his son had to be the one to heal you that first time.
Was that a motivational drive?
Also,
No weapon to
your journeyman magic
Mhm.
cost a 5 AP to cast.
Okay. Well, I guess it'll be easy to fill out that the mission Colio sent me. No, Dokio.
That's why you have it. Look at all that magic he cast.
It's tasty magic. Yeah, now those damn other people are trying to get into the fucking lobby now.
Oh. The final bit of
There's
the
nothing
cutscene
for
will
you
be
here.
Justicar Jessica Helsing taking the fragments out of Venter's hand and studying the fragments. The fragments of what Venter held in his hand still holds a fragment of energy in them. It crackles a bit. And usage. What sort of item is this? What did Venter use to power himself up? Will this come back to bite Cyneric later? Was Lance even in the audience to begin with? That and more in our next time on Spiral City.
Well, if we're gonna fade away, I'm also fade away in style. Hey, Cyneric! You big ass bitch! Mid sentence.
Oh, you don't vanish, you finish your full sentence. Cyneric just starts approaching Lance aggressively.
Hold on.
I hit me that hard. I can't get back up.
It's not even your. It's not even energy anymore. It's muscles.
But yeah, it was an action-packed
You
session.
know,
You got Silver Blessing. You shot your rival. You said, "Yo ho, take this gun to the chest." How does it feel
in
like?
the end,
Session due to waking up the latest on a Wednesday evening due to traveling all night. He needs to rest.
when you ask, what's take that liver?
Yeah, with that, I think we're good. The stream did come back, so that's nice, but not too needed. We will have Cynric traveling from Solus and returning to Dockside. So on Thursday's session, we'll have it that you'll continue roleplay progress. You're now journeyman in silver magic, and that means that you are now focused into healing. So your healing's a lot better. It doesn't mean you still can't cast offensive journeyman magic. It's just your healing magic is way better. Just the same like Reyna. She can cast offensive magic. She's just not as good as it.
Yeah.
Oh, Raynor offers, not offers, but gives you his NPC card. It's sort of like the same sort of summon ally card. You can summon Raynor in combat. In combat, so it wouldn't make sense that he's there. He's an NPC. He'll appear.
Oh, I can you summon him? Okay then.
Not wherever, no matter how many times you like. It's a sort of if he's available and the plot would allow it sort of deal.
Okay.
But yeah, you can summon certain NPCs this way. Lance, you have the same sort of relationship with Talon and Eclipse. Everyone kind of does with Eclipse and
Hey.
Talon.
Yeah. Like Talon, like is Lance's only friend on Kick, so he sends messages and memes to him.
No, you still have Vincent. And you have your old Myron entry, but it's like it says last login a few months ago. So tomorrow we're gonna have Vincent Falcone finish his Brawl in Hell and have that dim. So I hope you guys are excited for that. And then Thursday we'll
I'll be there too.
continue. we will continue the roleplay campaign as casual, as cash money. How did you feel about today's side session, Cyneric?
I feel so worried, but I'm glad I made it through. Cause the dice were being bitches. I felt it in my bones.
And how did you feel about the escalation of things?
I'm surprised. I had a feeling he was gonna escalate, but not like this. I think he's gonna have like an artificial anima or something.
Nah, I wasn't expecting him to get shot, but we live in this timeline.
Same energy when Kalis threw Argus off that building.
Never going to let it go. It's so good. It's so delicious. I won't ever let it go. I just, I stay with the same logic I've told Line. I can't have bad guys around you guys because as soon as you're like, push come to shove, I'm gonna shoot
Kill
this motherfucker dead. Me, well, he's dead.
like on
That's it.
site.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
dead.
we did that. That's what we did with All Eyes. You brought up All Eyes. We're like, bet we'll kill him, and we did.
Me, peek a surprise, peek your cheeky face when you guys kill all eyes. Nice
Kalis and
confiscated
Len just
artifact.
fucking
You got
deleted him.
take this.
Yo,
Done.
Kalis, Kalis, like I can't wait to hear Kalis's reaction to it. 'Cause it definitely feels like something he would have done.
Wait,
Like a
what?
shot of whiskey. Bet with his brains out.
Wait. What happened? Why
Listen,
would he take it?
take
Yeah.
Falcone takes a shot of whiskey. Bet, and then just fucking takes out a shotgun and you know does the makes him a fucking bloody smear.
Okay. No, otherwise we're all good. I'm just gonna write recaps now of what happened so I can keep it all detailed. But yeah, if there's nothing else, man, everybody, as always, appreciate your time, and I'm excited for tomorrow and then Thursday session. By Thursday, I think we will more than likely have our talking avatar for everybody. I'm so grateful to see what it all looks like when it all finalizes. All right. Thank you guys for always hanging out. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
You too, man.
Later.
Later.